This is my first Swiss Army knife, and this is my new one, my second Swiss Army knife. And welcome to the channel. Also, welcome to YouTube if you're new, but you're probably not new, so welcome. Hi. If you don't know me, I'm Nathan. Call me Nate. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I have really bad hair today because I haven't done it in 2 days. So, haven't done an update or a video in a long time, so here we go. I was going to post an update a while ago, like a long time ago, but the footage got corrupted, and when I looked to this side, I'm looking at myself, hi, and the footage like got corrupted or something, but I didn't want to upload. So, we're doing this again, and I'm going to start by opening this Coca-Cola and these Skittles later, but you know, they're my stuff, so. RC cars, I have all 3 of them. They're all still kind of in working condition. The electric one, the Rustler, I really haven't done a lot with this one in about 2 years, and let me tell you why. I had a 3S LiPo for it. I'm opening my Coke now, but apparently I left it plugged in. I'm not sure if it was plugged in or not plugged in. When I tried to charge it again, the balancing wires, trying to open my Coke, were shot inside of it, and it wouldn't like really work. So the charging wires went into the charger, and the wires, and I had to hold the battery up. So the wires were bent in order for that to charge. Once it was charged, I plugged it in. Used it once, left it. When I got back to it, apparently it had died, and the voltage was way too low to start charging it again. I don't know if something happened, but I guess I finished the charge and brought it back to life for one more run. There. That was the last run. I pulled it out of the car, let it sit. It was unplugged from anything, and it swelled up. Sadly, that was the last charge of that one. I really didn't make any videos on the electric car, so I don't think you guys are going to miss that one. My hair is just really messed up. I'm going to take a drink of my Coke now. Man, that's good. And the nitro car, this is a new one. I'm not sure if I made a video on this. I call it Coyote because it's a Kyosho Inferno MP 7.5, so it's a really old one. I threw a Nova Rossi P5 into this one, the same P5 that was in this car, but this car, the Coyote, that's what I'm going to call it. Did a custom paint job on the body for that with just some spray paint cans. It's not that great, but it's kind of look cool from afar. This car, getting used to this, had the P5. The engine mounts really didn't want to go with it. It kind of, like the engine was like this, and the engine mounts were kind of bolted on like that. It really didn't fit. But the engine mounts from this one fit perfectly with this motor. So after a while, I just put that in there. These motors I modified with speed holes, which is where you take off the heatsink and put holes in the, see if you can see that there. Holes through the heatsink, and it makes your engines a lot lighter. The only thing is you have to adjust your camber and sometimes your ride height in order to fix that. It won't flip as much, but it also won't have the weight up high, so when you're turning, it'll all just be down low and it'll all just slide. I experienced this very much. It was actually really poor. The engine accelerated much, or the car accelerated much faster, but it was just crap. So I adjusted everything. If you're going to do that, do it with a drill press, get straight holes, watch it, do as many as you can. I got totally off track. But I drilled speed holes through it, adjusted camera, and it was fine. This engine though, came in this car when I bought this. I bought this car and this bag, this racing bag with tons of tools and spare parts. The owner of this car actually lives on my street, or the previous owner, took new front ends from different cars, front and rear end, and he put a different one on there, so now it has like, I don't even know what they are, but other performance parts, different ones. I have spare shocks. Ooh, excuse me, whatever in there is not happy. New shocks, new diff casings. I got the arms and everything. Diff casing, what the heck? I am way off track. I haven't made a video in a long time. Anyway, that has a lot of spare parts in it. This is a Novarossi N21R, I think, limited. I don't know what limited is. Limited edition, like, I don't really know. But put that one in there, and I think he had the price so low is because it was seized, and all I did was put a little bit of afterrun oil on the top of it, make sure everything wasn't rusted, which I now realize, which is a pretty stupid thing, because not many parts on those engines rust. Put a little bit of afterrun oil in it, turned it over with a screwdriver, put a little more afterrun oil in it, cleaned out the tank and lines, starter box, spun it up real fast, it lubricated itself and started spinning, and it ran. So that was pretty cool. Free engine. So I ended up putting that engine in that car, because it's a weak engine, but with the speed hose it's a little bit faster. And then the P5 and this one has sway bars and everything still in it. And it's a little bit better because it has, well, it's just more for like racing and track use. So I have the bigger engine in there, obviously. But I do have, this one is pretty powerful. That one's my friend's car. I'm not going into detail about that. It's none of my business. Okay, sorry about that. Had to edit it on site, on hand. That was a horrible editing. But what I was trying to say is that car is none of your business, none of my business. Unless your name is, not going to say. That's not his name, but unless you're my friend who owns that car. I'm getting off track. Anyway, he also has another car down here, which he hasn't gotten from me yet, and a little bag of stuff. Also, I have a couple rockets down here. I have a Crossfire ISX and a Mini Honest John, both of which are just sitting after a launch a couple weeks back, and yeah. I've yet to put them in my room. I just did a paint job on them, so yeah. Wow, another burps. More burps. Anyway, I have my tools here. Just some sockets, carburetor cleaner, my Coke. Gonna have another drink of this. So good, I might have some Skittles later. But anyway, the sockets here, I left them out because I was looking at the mower, seeing what kind it uses, and strangely enough, like the 1/2-inch sockets and stuff, that's the piece you'd put in a screw for our mower, for the drain plugs. So yeah, up here I have my oils and stuff for my go-kart, motor oil. This is oil treatment. This is straight 30. I have a lot of this. This is a mixing bottle, and so is this one. And those are for mixing oil for mini bike and go-kart, because the go-kart, I'll tell you why later. Yeah, that's really it over here. Nothing new, except this Coke going down my throat. That sounded weird. I'm gonna get my Skittles now. Anyway, going to the go-kart and the bikes and stuff. Most of you don't know. Well, take that back. You probably already know. If you look at my Instagram, Ngrisel Rules, go there, follow me, please. I started it up a while ago. I've been posting a couple stuff. If you look on my profile, you'll see a couple things about the hair. That was just me deciding what I should do for the account. So, yes. Brake cable on the bike broke again. Fit Aitken 1, no big deal. I just have to use my foot to stop. It's okay, I just jam it in the back wheel. It'll actually stop the wheel mid-ride. And I have a couple of zip ties holding on the cable. Oh, excuse me. And a Velcro up top with the bar. That's not a big deal. Now, moving on to the go-kart. Excuse me for the light, but in the go-kart, obviously we have our spare gas. Just release the pressure there. But you may have seen, if you follow me on Instagram, that I have this new engine. New to me, anyway. It's a Tecumseh 2.5 horsepower engine off an edger. I'm straight. Like, super serious. Dead serious. I'm not even kidding. Off an edger. 2.5 horsepower. 5/8" shaft. I had to get a new clutch for it, but other than that, same as the old one. So, what do I want to tell you about it, other than the new engine? Well, Also caused me to get stitches. That was pretty stupid, but it happened anyway. My thumb's healing up pretty well. I don't have any band-aids on it anymore. I'm gonna loosen this gas can. These things, I hate these ones. I mean, they're really nice because you have the bendable tube and the lever right there that'll stop gas, but they don't have any pressure release, so you have to either leave the cap loose or something. Anyway, this engine, I did a couple things to it. New carburetor because it was made in '81, I think. Anyway, it was a free engine, so obviously why wouldn't I make it work? I got a new carburetor because the old one sucked. It was a diaphragm carburetor. I got a new one, which is a bowl carburetor, which has the float and stuff. I got a new air filter. And I went inside and did some horsepower modifications. Also, I got a new spark plug. 2 new spark plugs because I got a, it's called a first fire plug, but something happened and it stopped sparking. It also was a compression leak, so I had to throw that one out. But I got a new Champion spark plug. It's working really good now. But anyway, about the power mods. I went inside. I'm going to stop this right now. But I also got a new fuel line for it. I got a filter, clear line, and a shutoff. Because with the old carburetor, if you stopped running it and left it for a while, the gas would go through the carburetor and out. My guess is the needle got stuck. But you never know. It just leaked out the air filter. So, on off. Couple things. I went inside for the power mod, and the Tecumseh engines have a weird thing on the exhaust. So the piston will go up on the compression stroke, and then it'll make the explosion, and then it'll go down. I'm gonna look at me right now, which is to this side of. Anyway, the engine went up. The piston would go up, the compression stroke spark plug would ignite the fuel. It would, it would actually ignite the fuel right about here, and it'd go up, compression stroke down. The exhaust valve would open up at the top, and then the piston would push it out, and the exhaust valve would close, and then the intake would open, and then the piston would go down, intake would close, the piston would go up about halfway, and then the exhaust had a little release right here, and then it would open up just a teeny bit, release pressure, and then close, and you had about this much area for compression. I went inside and shortened the little rod that goes up against the cam at the top of it, not the place where the cam hits it. And now it has the entire stroke of compression, and it makes a lot more power. I'm going to say it at least doubled the power. You're probably thinking, no, Nathan, you're just a 13-year-old. You didn't do that on your own. Your dad probably did it for you. No. He was actually, you did what to it? Huh? No? Really? Did you? That's amazing. That thing still runs. It was all on my own. But after that, I let my friend drive it because, have the mini bike. We went for an adventure. And he's like, dude, you did something to this thing. It's just going so much faster. By the way, that person was the same person who owns the RC cars. I'm pointing over here because owns the RC car at the top and the electric one that I showed you with the stuff in the cabinet. So it makes at least double the horsepower. I haven't taken it to a dyno. I don't even know if when I got it made 2.5 horsepower, but it's at least making, if it was making 2.5 horsepower, it's at least making 4 now. So it's a lot faster. Anyway, enough with the go-kart. Onto the mini bike. Now, the mini bike is not made for on-road use. At all. Not really. So they give you soft, knobby tires. I rode it on road, barely off-road. This is what I'm left with. I got a slick! No, it's just bald. And actually, it's kind of got a spot there. You really can't see it. Hold on. Never mind, it's too late. But there's actually a little spot on it. So yeah, I need to get a new tire. If you guys know where I can get a new tire for cheap, or if you want to send me one, let me know in the comments. I'll try to get back to you. And if you have a link in there on websites where I can get a cheap tire for the mini bike that'll fit and is the same, mostly the same size, or if you want to look and you don't know the size of the tire, put it in the comments. I'll let you know. And yeah, we can talk. Anyway, on with the tire, or something other than the tire. Other than that, there's really not much about the mini bike. It still runs like crap idling. The throttle still does that. I don't know why. So yeah, not quite sure about that. One more thing. I need to put the camera down to open up my Skittle packet, so excuse me please. These are good. I like Skittles. Anyway, on with the video. I got a new fishing pole. Yay! Also, I just got back from Galveston trip. We went to a beach house, stayed there, we went fishing. I got a new rod. It's a Ugly Stick GX2, I think. It's a medium action. It's pretty nice. I like it, anyway. And I was able to get braided line on it. Thank you, Dad. Anyway, that's it for the garage. You can't see my face because of the glare. There we go. God, this place is bad. There we go. Anyway, that's it for here. Sounds like it's raining outside, but it's not. Okay, that's weird. But anyway, let me know if you guys want to see videos on rockets, fishing, mowing, any of that stuff. Just let me know, and I'll start doing those. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Even if you like this video and you don't, even if you want to like this video and you don't want to see fishing, mowing, and or rocket, actually I should change that, fishing, rocket, and or mowing videos, like this video. If you don't want to see those, dislike this video. I do not judge you guys by how much you dislike or like the videos. That's just feedback for me. That's a good thing. But that's how you do it. If you don't even want to see mowing videos, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to put out less of those. But if you like the video, if you want to see mowing, fishing, rocket videos, let me know. Like the video. If you don't want to see them, dislike the video. Follow me on Instagram, NGrisellRules. Subscribe. This is my favorites with Army Knife, and I'll see you guys next time. Who wants to see me mow? I'm an idiot. Oh, hey! This is the end of the video. Anyway, I know I said all that stuff about subscribe, follow me on Instagram, but I just thought about how stupid it would be for people to watch me mow. Unless you really want to see it. And then why are you here? Just go watch a YouTube channel about mowing. So, I had another idea. Now, I understand that you don't want to see me mow. I figured that out. If you do, go check another channel. But, if you want to see rocket videos, I forgot. Alright, if you want to see mini bike adventure videos, me trying to zip tie my phone to my helmet on the mini bike and or go-kart, like the video. Also, if you want to see rocket videos and fishing videos, yeah, I remember it now, like the video. If you don't want to see those, dislike the video. I know I said mowing, it was a stupid idea. I just realized that. By the way, it only took me about a minute to realize that, but for you, it only took about a second on the video. I need to shut up. So, mini bike adventure videos, fishing, rocket videos. If you want to see those, like the video. If you don't want to see those, dislike the video and tell me what you want to see in the comments. Also, if you have an idea where I can get a cheap mini bike tire, because it is going to need a replacement, I can't even ride on it anymore, let me know in the comments. If you want to donate anything, fan mail, presents. Oh my God, I'm Burp City today. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, Burp City. So, mini bike fishing, mini bike adventures, fishing, rocket videos. Like, don't see it, dislike. Let me know in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, @GriselRules. Subscribe, and thank you for watching one more time.